So you know your business, you know your ideal client, you know what you're trying to achieve. I already kind of mentioned this in a non-direct way in the previous video. But now that you know what they want or the problem you're going to solve, you got to make them stay. And the thing that's going to make them stay will actually be your logo and the image you have on your hero banner, and probably some of the other images on your website as well. Believe it or not, but if your logo is very cartoony and you say that you're a contemporary architect, do they fit? Or maybe you're like a play scheme or a creche or something for children, children's clothing, and you've got a very formal logo. Does that really bounce with the vibe you're trying to get across for your target audience? So have a think about your logo. Look at what other websites are doing. Even though you might have a logo you really love, just take a stop, gap, think, or whatever, step back and just go, does that connect with the business and the aim and the clients? Because it's really easy for us to create a super duper logo which is disconnected from the aim of the business, whether it's for you or your client. The same goes with your images. So if you say you're a modern architect, you want really strong, good images, clean, great resolution, no blurriness, okay? Sharp, really like pulling out what you do. And the rest of the images on your website have got to reflect that. Don't start pulling out images that you took on from WhatsApp or Facebook that are a bit grainy. Try and get some good images, and they don't have to be images of you. You could take an image with your phone, your smartphone, and just make sure it's a good size, a good resolution, okay? Or you could get stock photography, again, good images. The key bit though is connecting it back to your business. So if you're a creche or children's clothing, you want your images to have that vibrant, buzzy feel to them. You want them to have that youthfulness, that playfulness. Maybe you're a dentist, so maybe depending on the type of dentistry you got, is it going to be very formal, very white, very clean, very clinical? So don't do what a lot of clients I've worked with do, is they just give us photos which are so vague and kind of all over the place that they don't make sense. Next time your client or you start to collate images to reinforce your website, look at don't just go, yeah, great, thank you, you've sent me 20 photos. Look at the images. Does it connect to the business, to the logo, to the aim of the business, to the ideal client? If you were going right now to 10 websites, which images are going to draw you in? Believe it or not, it makes such an impact in the visualization. Of course, if you don't have any images on your website and it's mainly going to be wording because it's a very formal corporate website or whatever, then fine. Just make sure that the images you do have do work. But always go back to what you did in the first part of the 5-day challenge, okay? Aim of the business, ideal client, why are they coming to you? Well, now make sure the logo and the images you get start to connect back into that message. I hope that makes sense.